Okay, we are checking out the world's best ads. Let's welcome advertising expert Rob Belgiovane. Do you love saying your surname?
It sounds like it should be a wonderful dish to eat.
Yeah, I won't even go into how it should be pronounced, because in Italy they pronounce it quite differently. You know, they go Belgiovane, which actually means handsome youth, no longer potentially applicable.
Belgiovane.
I could have figured that out.
Belgiovane.
Yes, on toast. Very nice. Now, Rob, American gun company Armalite, they've used Michelangelo's famous statue of David to sell their wares.
Get in line, because quite a few people have used it over the years, so it helps a lot. There you go.
Right.
It's a work of art, that Armalite rifle.
Oh.
There you go, Levi's.
I prefer him in the Levi's.
Yeah, he looks good in the Levi's.
In the
tucks
jorts.
away that little thing of his.
I don't like jorts. I don't like them.
Yeah, but
let them go all the way
It's more
down.
decent.
Do you have a pair of jorts?
Yeah, I used to have a pair of, well, mine obviously are cut off a little bit higher than that. You know, you got to give the people what they want, right? It's not my fault.
As well as the German Olympic Committee?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, that's
I like
funny.
that one.
If you don't move, you get fat.
And to think that David was actually a little boy originally. Michelangelo was the only guy who did a big version of him, you know, out of all the artists that were doing Davids at the time. He did the big one and got all the fame for it, but there were like thousands of briefs out for artists to do a little statue of David. So a lot of them were doing little ones.
He was a little kid with a slingshot who slew Goliath.
That's exactly right. But Michelangelo went, hang on a minute, I know how to interpret this.
Well, he grew up. He became King David.
That's right.
And who became the
Now you've got
ancestor of Jesus.
Now that we've discussed David at nauseam.
Just a little, you know, just a little tidbit of
we know
information.
you like history. You've got a couple of clever ads to talk about. What's the first one?
Okay, well, on the assumption that it's the Lynx after underarm deodorant. Now, this was remarkable when I saw this the other day, because it's the first time I've seen a deodorant use a really significant world issue to sell underarm spray. You know, it's really unusual, and the great ads are often based on a really good insight, but this is really unexpected, a lot of fun. Have a look.
Mike.
Make love,
sweet.
not war. With new Lynx Peace.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, I didn't see that coming, that's for sure. That was good.
It is.
It was really clever, because I started out thinking, I don't want to like this. And then I went, oh, I like this.
Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And normally Lynx talk about sort of, you know, making out as opposed to love. So they've really taken, you know, an underarm deodorant to a pretty high level in terms of human nature.
Make Lynx
That's very clever. Exactly.
And you've got another new campaign with a very clever pitch.
Yeah, now this is something we've just launched, and it's for Presto, for Foxtel, which is a streaming movie brand.
So is it like Netflix?
Yeah, it's a little bit like that, but potentially less expensive and more movies. I have to say that. But what we did, you know, it was an observation of my son, actually, who spends a lot of time in his room on the computer. And so we kind of went, because this is all about watching movies on your devices, so we kind of went, but wait a minute, what did we used to get up to before we had devices? So we based the whole campaign... amongst other things. So we based the whole campaign...
You asked.
We based the whole campaign on reminding us what we used to get up to before there were computers. So think about this next time you're worried about the kids in the room.
Let's just play the video.
Next time you're worried about the kids in the room doing potentially what you were talking about.
Will you two put those things down and get outside? When I was your age, I was always out, having fun with friends. do you think you're going? Sit down. Watch a movie.
That's cool. That's real cool.
I actually saw that ad the other night. I didn't realise it was yours, and I thought, my God, that's funny.
Yeah, we've done a series of them. We've got a really embarrassing dad that goes up and spends a bit of time with his daughter and her girlfriend, and we have another one coming up later in the year about the crazy soccer mum. You know, sort of get out, go and spend some time with your kids, and then you see her in the sports field tripping over other kids, and it's the world's worst mother. You know, so a bit of fun there.
That was great, huge fun. Rob Belgiovane, everyone.
Well done. Thank you. Thank you.
We've got a lot more ahead on Studio 10, including new moves to snoop on you online. It's a bit of a worry. That's next. Don't go anywhere.